Hey guys, welcome to another SaaS landing page teardown. Today we have Dovetail. Basically what it is a tool that helps you analyze customer data, customer interviews, and then get insights out of that. So I think the hero is a little bit weak, but the rest of the page is like, it has that idea of showing versus telling, and it's a pretty good example of it, right? So this video is okay, the headline is not that great, but moving forward is actually good, right? So for example, when it says speed up your analysis, you can clearly tell that this is a call. It automatically adds the transcript, and then you tag this as an onboarding issue. You tag this as a testimonial, and so on and so forth. You can do all your research from this based on whatever issues you're collecting, and then you can probably create some sort of company wiki based on this in terms of the feedback that you get and how to improve, right? So the main problem with this page is that they are asking me to explore a million different pages, right? So for example, there's a dedicated page for analysis, which makes sense in case I have I'm using it for ads and stuff like that. But this is all the same thing, right? So I'm doing customer interviews. I'm saying this is positive or negative. I have like a bunch of feedback, have the inbox, have the testing, and eventually have this in an all-in-one tool. So the way they should have done it in order to make it easier is they just should have just explained this in steps, right? So you do the interviews or you get feedback via, right? So the first step is getting feedback, right? So you get feedback from interviews, you get feedback from emails and stuff like that. That automatically shows in one place, right? And it can gather it from, let's say, your Shopify reviews. It can gather it from your support tool. You can gather it from your website. You can gather it from your calendar, from your Zoom calls, right? It automatically arrives here, which they don't explain. They say they have integrations. They probably do this, but they're not saying that. Then after this, you can go do the analysis. So that either means analyzing the call. That either means automatically figuring out if the feedback is positive or not, and you're able to filter it, and so on and so forth. And doing the analysis. Then is collaborating on that analysis, figuring and prioritizing things, right? So it might be, how do I make a comment on the suggestion? How do we prioritize? How do we create a roadmap? How can we take that roadmap and apply it to our project management tools so we know that this feedback is actually going to get action on it? They probably integrate with tools like that, but they don't explain the use case of, can I take that roadmap? Can I take that feedback? And can I turn it into a task? They're not saying that, right? Then they can talk about aggregating all of this in like a wiki type environments and all the things that they can deal with it, right? So they can create a wiki, they can collaborate again, they can share with people inside or outside the company. They can perhaps let customers add feedback directly to the wiki, whatever it is, right? They explain this well, but they explain this in a very high level. The more specific and the more use cases we have, the more people will see themselves using it and feel like, oh, we need to use this every single day, because we can use it with support emails, we can use it with the customer interviews, our product team can use it to prioritize features, all these things, right? Without that, it just feels like a tool where you can speed through the analysis of your calls, and that's about it, right? Which is a shame. But the show versus telling parts that I was saying before, of just showing this with these little videos, they look amazing, right? So that's pretty much it. Let me know what you think about this landing page in the comments, and if there's any other landing page that does this well that you want me to tear down, or any other landing page they want me to tear down in general. Talk soon.